Okay, everybody, welcome to a very, very special game for me. Everyone knows how I feel about Greek mythology and things, and let me turn this down because this is a loud game. Where Saints Row is kind of soft, this is kind of loud. Excuse me for the whole volume down in the middle. But anyway, uh, everyone knows who watches. I said it more than once, anyone who knows me in person knows I love Greek mythology. And I like the ancient times. I am a person who lives by a code of honor. I believe in a certain way of doing things. And I probably hit mentioned it a little bit before, but I said I was going to show you a little bit of Spartacus Legends. And I'm so happy to finally bring to you some Spartacus Legends. So, what I'm probably going to do is, in Spartacus Legends, it's an online game. It's free to play. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a free to play game. Uh, Basically, you kind of you become the dominus of Spartacus, and let me just get into some very basic stuff. And this is basic playthrough. This is just basic. This is where you start off. This is like this area here is like your loots. This is the little small fight district. The insignificant areas and stuff like that. But this game kind of like this in the sense that you are you know you are the dominance. You are the dominance of this ludus, and basically, you're fighting as a gladiator. You fight as the gladiator, so you're both the dominus and the gladiator. And for those who haven't watched Spartacus and isn't familiar with all the terminology, Dominus is basically the leader of the leaders, the man who organizes and runs and does all the other stuff. So let's turn down the more. 'Cause it is, let's do the, you can see uh,
Weapons ready. Fight!
it is very reminiscent of things like what is it? What I'm trying to think of. Deadliest Warrior. It's very reminiscent of Deadliest Warrior. It has a very um, fluid feel of combat. Um, just to do it, uh, just to give you some basic combat into square and is light and uh, circle, not circle, the triangle is heavy. You do different moves based on the directional buttons that you decide to press as you do it. Like whatever button you're holding in, the left analog stick to it, whatever direction you want to do it. And basically, I feel like what happens with that is when and right now I'm fighting with the computer. When you're an enemy, um, and you are basically doing starting an attack at the exact same time, you're gonna get that like slow motion. Oh, now this thing here, I mean that little blue bar under my health is my stamina. Um, Basically, as you block, you lose so much of it. You lose so much of it, and as they hit you, and you do heavy attacks, you lose so much. And if a person hits you while you're blocking, and you're low on that, and they're knocking you, you kind of get dazed. So you put your guard down, and they can just wail on you. And I'm kind of showing you fights in all of the different cities and districts and things that you can do. But like I said, square is basically your light attack. Triangle is heavy. X is dash. So basically, for my spear dude, you can bash. You can hit him with a shield, and you can kick him. You can headbutt him. You can uppercut and things. Spear and shield very common to the whole Roman time here. Now if I take a little shift over to next area, and kind of think, explain. But there are different like people you can fight, legends and different battles of the such. And as you leveled up, now I'm level 11. As you level up and go through all the different areas, you can see that these little marks of people you're supposed to fight and progress and things. And as you beat one person, others unlock. See if there's defeat Pharaoh, the Scroll Collector, and it says defeat Lothar, the Heels, and where's Pharaoh? Uh, Roman Babu. See, this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh, the Scroll Collector. You got defeat Pharaoh, the Scroll Collector to unlock. See, I was looking in the wrong spot when I said it. Because that's the legend, that's Ixion. Sadly, I'm not 100%. See, that's Pharaoh, Scroll Collector. Over here is probably Awful the Savage and Iduma. So you basically go through this motion here and then but anyway, that's what I'm saying. As you progress, you just do different things and blah 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 blah. So now I'm going to show you mystery a higher level, higher tier type fight. Um, and this time I'm going to use Victorinas. Victorinas. I don't speak the language. I understand some of the basic concepts of some of the language, but I don't speak it. But anyway, um, and then circle is your grab slash penetration. One is to block. That's very basic. I mean, like, and R3, not R3, but the right analog stick is how you would like roll around and move and different things of the sort. So, very basic. But it is fun, it is fluid, and it is fast. As you fight in different background areas. So now this dude right here, he's using the spear and shield too. Trixus.
Let the combat begin.
I'm using the long sword. See, he's got me with the range game, so I have to hit hard, I have to go in, I have to be aggressive, I have to, see, my back is open. But you have to, with this guy, you really have to hit hard. And you have to try and stay in close and not let him throw his shield up. And like I said, those issues, basically, with that, you're just hoping that you will hit this faster attack when you want to do start. Basically, the Spartacus Legends, you can actually, if the person you play against is not good, you can just spam square. And I'm on low level, I'm not doing anything special for this fight. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's some nice particle effect going on. And now I'm kind of switching it up. When you see me do like the stabs and like massive overheads, okay, that's something like it. And he's gonna get me and get to. Basically, it's kind of like any other fighting game. It's 2 rounds. You'll go off if you knock him out, and then I do it. And so I'm just trying to. So basically, you can grab power in this game. And then, like, that was the X and that was the dash, and I'm probably going to die one time talking. Now I'm grabbing and, just pick him up by his legs and just sweep him. And see that massive overhead slide was like, it was badly timed, but it was awesome at the same time. And yeah, I have this desire, and I've actually come across a little glitch, and it's just because of how this particular enemy's set, like the specific AI for these enemies, who use certain weapons, sometimes it's quite bad. And that's why I have 11,000 silver, and things are quite expensive. But and as you can see, this is a low level, low tier, so the silver that you get is not as high. Now, before I go mention this guy over here who has actually kicked my butt several times, I'm gonna go over here. This is basically a high silver big no thing. And for those who've seen the show, you know that is the pit. And the pit was basically when Spartacus, he got all arrogant and stuff. He was like, oh, well, I'm this, I'm that, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go back to the spear guy. I've actually brought as many slots as I can up to my level right now. But I'm going to go back to the spear guy. Hopefully I can. So I want to show you something. I haven't killed myself though. But anyway, as I was saying, the pits was basically where you were when you was your fame, like people didn't like you, and you could still make money, but people really didn't like you or something. And that's the thing with the pits, you know, you used it to become famous again, and you had to trawl your way through it. But it was a fight to the death. It was always a fight to the death, every time. So hopefully I get to show you. And you know, it's a dark place. You know, bunch of courtesans, harlots, and all that good stuff.
Weapons ready.
As you can see, these little banners and things. I don't have all that because that costs a lot of money. I will show it eventually, but it just costs so much money. And as you can see, right next to my health, there is a little golden like branch thing. That would take it. That dictates whether or not when it's glowing at the end of the fight, if you win, you know, of course that's if you win, will you actually be able to do an execution? You know, this area, of course, being in Riz, you know, island almost guaranteed. As long as I have the pool at the time, and you know, as you fall, as you get hit, you know, you lose more of that. But basically, that's the thing. See, these hammers have that one hit, like they're very slow. And because they're slow, see that right there. And as you're down, it actually drops down real fast. But as you can see, oh no, oh no, oh man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna actually die. I died. It's good that I died here. I mean, I usually don't, but I mean, it's good that I died because it actually will show you laughing. When you die. And to me, it's kind of like one of those type of systems. It makes me mad, and you're gonna see, and I'm gonna complain a lot about some of the reasons why it does that. But it's gonna be like you are not worthy. You have lost. Blah 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 blah. But this, right after that, you know you're silver. It says your gladiators have fallen, but he can still be saved. Okay, here's my issue. He was cracked with a hammer. I've seen people in that show get beat to near death. Crixus, one of the main characters, and of course Crixus, main character. What is it? Body. Marius is he's using really good stuff. I really like this weapon. You know, twin blades. Really what Spartacus used after he ends up beating Democrates. Spoiler. Sorry. I should have said spoiler alert. I hadn't thought about it. But to me personally, if you're playing this, if you're watching this, you probably have seen Spartacus before, so you probably are aware of the area and stuff. I mean the history of the era. So I'm gonna get in another bout. This time I know I'm gonna win. I knew that last time, but see, I am much better at you know, the twin blade user. He's fast like a data user, but he's stronger. He's strong like a sword user, but he's faster. And you know, angling is a little bit different. Oh my goodness. It's like, okay, I've played quite a bit of the game. Like, I played quite a bit of Spartacus here. Now, I usually don't go this far. Like, heavy attacks to finish him off, yes. But usually, like, I can, like, this area, I farmed up a little bit. I decided to just farm it up, get some of the heavier, best armors. Because there is a guy who uses twin daggers, and I hate twin daggers. Having to fight against it, in the sense that it is very difficult for me. And, you know, it being difficult for me, it's like... now, I'm trying to really, Basically, I'm trying to. Oh no! Okay, watch. Yeah! Sindulia! Okay, to get the execution, basically, you have to have that golden relay like thing, the golden brand. I don't know what it's called, but you know the things that are around like emperors, Roman people, high ups heads, those things. Once it's fully gold and it's brightly shining, it's like pulsating. At the end of the fight, once you knock them, like you've done a lot of damage, yes, and you stab it in the very fight. And if you ever played like Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct, where you do like the finish him page, uh, you like go into the option to do the execution. Looking at the screen, we got silver. At the end of certain fights, you can get a perk. I personally don't know what this perk is yet, but quickly, 3,900 silver. That makes up for what the thousand I had to spend to get over that. Okay, now unfazed is recover 25% faster after being hit by okay. So first off, my dude has 4 perks. Second, perks are random. You have randomized things. And they're difficult at times. They're difficult to actually get. Now, it is time that I go to the Coliseum. This is where you get max money. Actually, it's even max silver, actually. This is max silver. This might be max silver. Nope, that's not max silver. And when you look at different things, there are 3 main things that you should look at when you're choosing to, what area you want to fight in when you're not doing multiplayer. Multiplayer. And that is look at its silver, its fame, and its legality. In the upper right hand corner, you can see where your fame is. That is where fame is important. That's what you use to level up. The silver is how much silver you're going to get in legality. Basically, what that legality says is how likely you're going to be at pulling off. How likely you're gonna it's likely that you're gonna get killed and you're gonna have to pay to resurrect your enemy. Resurrect your gladiator, and then you're gonna have to or the likelihood if you're good, hopefully I can show you, if you're good, the likelihood of you actually going to do an execution on your enemy. And to me so far, the game runs off of two currency systems: gold, what you get from leveling up, or maybe the Naruto. I guess that would be a true time, and get the. Oh my goodness! See, I'm getting wrecked. But that's the bonus about the spear, about the dagger. They hit fast, they hit hard. When you get combos chained together, the issue about this twin violent user, trident person, and though I'm making it look really easy, you gotta get invincibility frames for this guy. See, he just parried me, but you gotta get your invincibility frames when you roll so you can get past some of his hits. Because he has, see that type of stuff. He has much more range than you. And any fighter knows range is big. See, he's wailing on me. Luckily, I was able to get them. And what I try to do is, I try to do as much damage as I possibly can, because at the end of the round, if I get knocked out, which I'm likely to get, so like this, he's going to regain a little bit of health. So what I try to do is, I try to make that what he's going to get back as little as possible by dealing as much damage as I can. And now, go for circle with this one, and you do another special execution. And I really do like it when my gladiator does it. His eyes like almost pop out of his own head. You notice the execution. And to me, among the executions that I've seen, it is probably one of the most, this person is dead type executions. Like, they're gonna die. Because who's surviving? Hopefully I can show you the other execution. I showed you the one with the twin sword. I showed you the one with twin daggers right now. Now, excuse me, here's the thing. Again, look at the silver. 4,400. You get that bonus because it's round favor, but you also get a lot more because this is the Coliseum, and